G'day guys, welcome to another Round the Fire video. To all the subscribers, welcome back, and if you're new to the channel, g'day. So this is the big one, 12-month review of the Ranger Raptor. So I'm not going to go too in depth with what's the specs and all those sort of things. If you're at this stage now watching these videos, you probably have already seen all those things. So we'll start with the cab. The cab is the exact same size as any other Ranger platform on the market. So you're not actually getting anything more for your money in the cab. It's the same size. So the back seat, obviously as I was saying before, is the same size as any regular Ranger platform. Kind of fits 2 car seats in, is about the perfect level. 3 adults without a car seat, not a problem. If you wanted to get a 3rd hook point mounted, you can do that from the factory, but personally 2 seems about the maximum. As far as the seats go, these are hands down the best seats I've ever had in any vehicle I've ever owned. And I gave these a lot of grief in the beginning, but these thigh wings, they've held up a treat. Can't fault them, job well done. These side steps, in the early days, I criticised these a lot. However, after a year of use, thrashing them in the bush, banging them on everything that I can find, they've held up a treat. I find it hard to even live without them now. I'm so used to them. Really good. A big money saving point that you get, say, over any other model is it comes with 33-inch tyres. Now these are about $300 to $400 a tyre, depending on where you're buying. These come standard and included in the price, so this is actually a really good value add. Something I still think is a poor idea from Ford is the rims, how proud they actually stick out from the center of the tire here. So you do actually, off-road, you do actually cop a lot of damage on these. I've damaged 4 out of 4 of mine. Minute here and there, but still, it's something they could probably fix up in the newer models. So I still see it written all over the internet that if the conditions are wet, the Raptor's skatey in the back end. Well, it's a ute, it's light in the back, it's going to be skatey. The traction control actually holds this pretty steady. I've tried really to step this out, and if you keep the traction control on, it does its job. Another point I want to add though is this is a 4-wheel drive vehicle. If you simply turn that little dial that's on the center console from 2 high to 4 high, and it takes exactly 2 seconds to do, you've got a 4-wheel drive vehicle. No more back end skip problems. The tub is the same width internally as any of the other Ranger models, so you're not going to get any extra space out of that. They do come with these bed liners. I had a problem with my first one, bowing out on the sides. I've had it replaced under warranty, and now it's sort of fixed itself up. I don't think they're the best, but after 12 months of use, it's doing a good job. As I was saying before, the roof and the cab is the same width as a regular Ranger. So any accessories, roof racks, your high lift jacks, everything, you can get them all straight from the factory or straight from an aftermarket dealer. They all just bolt straight on, plug and play. Not a problem. Leads us on to the engine. 4-cylinder, 2-litre bi-turbo, ram air inducted. From the beginning, this was probably the biggest point everybody shit canned the Raptor for. And to be honest, it was also one of the biggest concerns for me. After having this truck for a year now, this engine has done everything that I've asked of it. It's A to B, not a problem. Tough terrain, long highways, round town, trailer on it, everything. It's done everything I've asked. Granted, I think the numbers that it came from the factory with were probably a bit low. You would have seen from the previous videos, I've added a DP chip, plug and play, onto this vehicle, and that brings the power output 185 kilowatts and 600 Newton meters, which personally I think is about where this vehicle should have come from the factory standard. Definitely worth, if you're going to get one of these, even any of the 2-litre engine models, this will go on anything. Grab yourself a DP chip and you won't regret it. Now I've also added an oil catch can up the back here. I'll tell you what, after only having this thing on for 5,000 Ks, the amount of junk that it's expected to get regurgitated back through the engine, I was really surprised. So, you know, I wasn't exactly sold on them from the beginning. I put one on to give it a try, and now, hands down, I think they're definitely worth the purchase. So I've added a front bar to the Raptor, purely because I like to go remote and on my own. A, it offers a bit more protection for the vehicle other than the factory bar. B, it's allowed me to add a 12,000 pound winch for self-recovery. Also, there's room here on top of the bar for me to add some extra driving lights. We probably all know now the factory high beams that come standard with the Raptor, in my opinion, just a waste of time. For the price of the vehicle, you probably could have got a better set come in from the factory. But it's not always appropriate to have a driving light mounted on top of the roof rack. It does add fatigue. The pros for adding it up there is that if the water, grass or anything is higher than your lights, you've still got a spread of light coming over top of the terrain that you're travelling on. However, I think it's a good idea, a front bar. I would have just gone with simply a hidden winch mount behind the factory bumper, but they're just not available for the chassis width of the Raptors. So front bar, good idea, I like it. So the only downside I have for the Raptor, and its Achilles heel, is this Fox suspension. I mean, it is its strongest point is the suspension, the comfort, the ride and all of that. If you're willing to sacrifice your load capacity and a bit of towing, then this is the car for you. If you've got everything in the kitchen sink that you need to take out with you when you go on a trip, then maybe consider a different model. But for me, these will get the job done, A to B, do it with speed, comfort. Everybody's happy, relaxed when they get to where you're going. And I mean, I really enjoy this vehicle. I really love this truck. For the price that you pay I think you really see the benefits in the sophistication of the equipment, the suspension, the handling, the comfort. I think you're really money well spent. So my overall thoughts on the Ranger Raptor after 12 months of owning it, daily driver, using it in the bush, taking family trips out, kids to school, groceries, towing, all of that. Would I buy one again? Damn right. If you're the sort of person that goes on the weekend trips, you take the family out, you like to run up the beach, I've loaded this thing out easily to spend a week on the road, remote, towing a trailer. It does the job well, and I'm quite happy. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just drop it in the comments box below and I'll get back to you on there. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one. You!